What is going on YouTube? JitterXOY here, coming at you guys with a brand new video, and as you guys can tell, it is going to be another vape E-juice review. Let's start it off nice and get a little vape in.
Yeah.
We be fiending over here, but alright, this shop today we have to talk about is Humors Emporium. Alright, now this shop is first of all a local shop in Pennsylvania. It's right down Centerville Road. Do you know the exact address of it?
No, but I know it's on Columbia Ave.
It's on Columbia Avenue. It's
yes, well, it's right off Centerville Road.
I'm gonna pull it up real quick and let you guys know. I do have my computer right here. Alright, it is located on 2608 Columbia Avenue in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and the zip code is 17603, and that'll all be in the description below. And the phone number, if you guys want to give them a call, is 717-435-8872. That'll be in the description as well, plus a link to their website. And all that stuff is going to be good for purchasing e-juice online. They will ship it out to you, so you never even have to leave your house to go get e-juice. And they have in-store merch, mech mods, tanks, rebuildable drippers, hookah supplies such as white tobacco and all kinds of that stuff. They even sell tobacco pipes, and I believe what else? What else do they sell? They sell cotton. They make coils.
They sell mech mods. They sell a bunch of dripper tips. Really, it's just varieties of everything at that store.
Anything of your vaping or hookah needs or tobacco needs, they sell there. Just not cigarettes, obviously. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Let's show them all the bottles that we've went through right now.
Okay.
I'll grab all of the ones that I've gone through, and I will find out the prices and leave them in the description for the different sizes of bottles. Right now I'm not 100% sure on all of the prices. I do know about 2 of them, I think.
Yeah, I know that this bottle right here is $10.
It's a $10 for a 15 ml bottle. And let's get up close and let me see that real quick.
Yeah.
Right now, this is a flavor. It's like a Monster energy drink. And let's get even closer for you guys. There is their like logo, and even on there you have, for Humors Emporium, and it has the labeling on there. And then it lets you know the blend, which is your VG, PG, and if you don't know anything about that, just do a little research. I'm sure Google will help you, but it pretty much, VG is, I'm trying to think the best way to describe it. I know PG is polystyrene glycine or something like that, and that's a lot of what they use in like hair supply and like fragrances type of thing, so you want to have as little as that as possible, and the more VG, it's just healthier for you overall. And because the PG, you just don't want to be vaping that shit, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you that right when you walk in and you ask, if you even ask some questions, feel free to give them a call and ask them. But, they can explain all that for you better. But pretty much PG and VG, you just want to have a higher VG than PG. Some people over preferences do like a lower VG and a higher PG, but there's very few out there. Nothing against you guys, but also it has the flavor right up here. As you see, it says Monstar, and then the amount of nicotine down at the bottom. As you see, we have 3 milligrams. All of our bottles have 3 milligrams because that's just what we like. Tastes the best, but
doesn't give you that coughing feel. Nice flow. Kind of like you're smoking zero even with the box mod, but it still gets that nicotine feel. So
exactly, yeah, it just has enough that you don't feel like it's just plain water vapor or just regular e-juice, nothing, it just gives you that extra little feel. And then these are the 30 ml bottles right here, and I believe they run about, how much do you think they run? I feel like
25 or 30, something like that.
It's not. I know they're not above 30. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure they're 25.
25 to 20
That'd be
bucks.
my guess.
But we will have all of that stuff down in the description below for sure, because we're going tomorrow, and I might even bring you guys along with me just to show you the environment and everything, because it's just, why not? I did talk to them and they said they were cool with it, so I also ended up going on and Google and writing a review. You guys should do the same. Obviously, don't write a review about, saying a bunch of crap or anything. At least go, if you have gone in there and bought stuff, definitely write a review. One of the other cool features just about the shop in general, which I would like to talk about, this is kind of an e-juice type shop, just different, just about this shop in general, because they are, it is probably one of the friendliest shops out there. And they just, everything you need, they have pretty much. If they don't have it in stock, they will get you it, and they will try and get it for you at a lower price. So that is, definitely one of the good things. And they're usually pretty quick, and within a couple of days or so, whatever you need. If it's batteries that they don't have, a certain charger that you want, they can get that for you at a little bit of a cheaper price, since they know all the big manufacturers out there. But let's go. And one of the other things before we continue on is they have a lot of different flavors. This one is Long Castle. As you see, the max VG. That's how I like to roll usually, as high as I can get of a VG. But, and comparing these to other bottles, I want to talk about the bottles here, because that is something that is very, very important. If you are new, this may not apply to you, or if you're just like, whatever, I don't really care. But comparing these to, different companies and of their bottles, these bottles that they have, there's a lot of pros. I don't see any cons with them. One, they're just real easy to squeeze. You don't have to worry about, getting, bottles that, or you're sitting there trying to use pliers and squeeze your juice into a fucking tanker, or trying to drip it. They're not. I've had to actually do that before, because the bottles are such hard plastic. And it's just not fun. It's not enjoyable when you're sitting there driving down the highway and you're like, fuck, I need pliers to just get a little juice. You know what I'm saying? But
the struggle is real.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how to explain it. And then one of the other things that I do want to talk about is that I love about theirs is what you actually drip. The little drip at the top, as you guys can see, it's very, it's long for if you're trying to get down into... I already have this filled because I filled it before we started the video. But if you're trying... Do you have yours off already?
Yeah. Yeah, see, it's like...
If you're using... Here, let's get up close.
You can even fill it with this if you want.
Alright. So, as you can see, his, you kind of have to get, way down in there, or you're going to get it right in where you're sucking in, right in your drip hole. Now, if you have a bottle that doesn't, which companies that we bought from before, theirs are thicker and just real short, and it makes it a lot harder. You have to lean the bottle over so it's not going down there, and you still end up getting some in there, some juice. So it's a huge pro when they're long like this, and you can just, stick it right in there, and you don't have to worry about filling it and getting it in your breathing, or I don't know what you'd call this, your tank.
Whatever.
You don't, whatever the scientific term is, whatever, it doesn't matter. But that is definitely a huge pro to their bottles. And one of the other things is, this is a more major thing right here, is here's your tank. A lot of, there's bottles that I have actually upstairs right now that they're made of plastic just like this, but the juice seeps through the plastic, which means if there's juice being able to come out through the bottles and leak through the plastic, that means stuff from the outside, air, if can get into these bottles.
Like if it's in your room and you're spraying air freshener or whatever, it could get into the bottle, and that's a no-no.
Exactly, and you don't want that, and that is not something you have to worry about here. And that's great too. You don't want to be picking up your bottle. If I went up and picked up a bottle, there's a little bit of you can even look at that. If you pick it up from the top, you can look and you can see the juice kind of outside around the whole bottle, and it's just you touch it and your hands are all you have to go wash your hands.
You can kind of tell the point of if it's seeping through juice out is if you pick it up and it gets all sticky for no reason. The bottle's just really sticky, and then you can obviously tell that it's leaking, and when really it's not supposed to be.
They shouldn't. If your bottle is leaking, then I honestly would not suggest going there, because it's just a huge health benefactor. You don't want to be... That's the point. You're going to vaping not to smoke a bunch of random shit that's in cigarettes. You don't want to be smoking shit that's been scooped up off the floors of a tobacco house. That's the point you're going to vaping. You want it to be professional, which that is all I can say. Everything is very professional there. The shop is, They're friendly. Any questions you have, they will be more than glad to help you with. As long as you're not going in there being rude, obviously that's how it works. If you go in there being rude, yeah, they'll still help you. But if you go in there with a friendly attitude, trying to learn, they'll be more than happy to help you and possibly show you a few pointer tips and everything. So let me just show you. Where's my other bottle? Went behind me. We should get them your bottles too. We've got so many bottles. These aren't even all of them. I've probably thrown the other ones away, but we've vaped a lot of their, e-juices, and by far, I can say this without a doubt, without questioning. If somebody went up to me and asked me, what's your favorite e-juice? What tastes the best with flavor, smoothest hitting, all that, I would say for Humors Emporium, because I don't know what they do, but everything is pre-steeped. You don't have to go home and steep it and let it sit for like 2 weeks. It's just ready to go because theirs is already steeped. It's just perfect. Everything's, freshly made right there. It's perfect, and that could be one of the things. I don't know, but it just tastes the best for some reason. So that's just one of the main points I wanted to talk about. Do you have anything else to tell them about this?
Nothing really. I'm pretty sure we covered just about everything that I can think of.
Exactly. One other thing I do want to talk to you guys about is Yelp. I will leave a description at the bottom of the video to their page on Yelp. If you guys could do a great favor by just going and leaving a kind message on there, spreading the word, letting your friends know about this. You do have to be 18 or older, though, to go and buy e-juice or mods or anything. Actually, no, I think you can be under 18 to buy, you can buy e-juice, I think, without any nicotine. Is that correct?
Technically, yeah.
But I don't know if they will sell you that in there. So don't take my word for that. Always give them a call. You can always ask, and you can see what they could do for you. But definitely they can't for a fact go in there and sell you any juice with nicotine. Sorry, but all you guys, I'm sure you could find a way around it. That's all I'm gonna say there. I'm not gonna tell you how to or anything about that. But their prices are reasonable. That's another big thing. Nothing's overpriced. Nothing's like, they're not going in there trying to turn it into like
people. They want to make it a friendly, easy, good way to save money.
But yeah, like you said, it's just a friendly environment and everything. And one of the major other things that I do want to talk about in there is soon. Should we spoil it to them?
Nah, we gotta see.
Not yet?
No.
They have some big plans. That's all I'm gonna say coming up. And once
near future.
Exactly. So once that does get released and they are finished with that, you guys will be one of the first people to see it and everything. So we can't let you know now, but yeah, definitely we'll let you know. And I'm trying to think. I know there was one other thing I was gonna say. I really lost my mind. But that's besides the fact. Just like I said. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. They're not a shop that is trying to just make a living off of it, or the managers who bought it, they are there a majority of the time. Plus, isn't there one other person, Shelby, there?
Yeah, they're normally there. Like the owners, they're there as much as they can be. I mean, they have a job too. They're both dentists. They're both hygienists and dentists, so they work in the dental office. So they don't get to be there all the time, but whenever they're available, they go there as much as they can because they're the owners and everything. But they do have a second person who's there throughout the day when they're working at their dental office.
Exactly, and that just shows that they're dedicated to helping people try and quit cigarettes. They even have the little vape pens. If that's what you're into, go for it. That's cool. Obviously, you can tell we're not.
Yeah, we love box mods.
We love the clouds. We love
yeah.
easy stuff that we can go do everything. We both love just tanks because you don't have to sit there and drip them every 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
It's just not enjoyable to us. But if you are, everything there they can get you. So, any also vaping questions, like I said earlier, they have different kinds of cotton, and if you ask them for like the cheapest they have, that is still good cotton. Everything they have is high quality. Nothing that is going to break. Nothing, And if it does, Won't they reimburse you?
They will if you have I broke my charger from theirs. Like, for some reason, mine caught fire. Don't know how that happened, but it scared the living shit out of me. So then that happened, they'll take your old charger and give you a new one, as long as you have your old one, because they get to reuse it, and they get to take the parts back and
get their money. Pretty much, they get their money back. You get a brand new charger if that's the case. So as long as you have either the receipt, obviously they'll most likely remember you, because like I said, they're not McDonald's. They don't have a new employee every day or some bullshit. They are there to stay, and they are there to try and help everyone who has questions. They're just trying to be friendly and spread the word about vaping, which isn't that what it's about, guys?
The one other thing he forgot to mention, and I just thought of, is if you want to do RDAs and you've never really done them before and you don't really know how to build them, they do build them there. If you know what you're talking about and you know what build you want, they will build it there. And even if they don't know about it, you can kind of explain it to them. So they will, but you obviously have to pay for them to build
they don't build you. Can I go off with
Yeah, go ahead.
They don't, go, like, I remember talking to Shelby, because she's one of the main people who does the building there with the coils. She does everything. She does a lot there, so I do respect her a lot for that and everything. Very friendly, but if you go in there, expecting her to build you like a fused Clapton, or, as like a difficult coil or something within like a minute or two, and you're rushing her or being a pain, that's just like, why even, like, if you try to build it yourself, then it will take you a lot longer. You guys have to understand that mixing the juice, that's something pretty quick. That takes like 30 seconds to about a minute, and then you're out of there. And the coil building, it all ranges. They will wick it. They will do everything. They will set you up. It just costs, depending on what you want, it costs money, obviously. So you got to just be reasonable with them and understand that they do have other things to be doing than, just, having people yell at them and telling them to hurry up for building them coils. Especially, like he said, if you're trying to have them build you a more complicated type coil, like an alien wrap, where you have to go and have a drill bit and have it spin make a fuse, all that, a stapled helix build, or something that they haven't even heard of and they have to do some research on, then they may not even be able to build that in the first place, which I do want to say, but they could obviously try and get you the coils. But you have to understand it takes a little bit more time. It's not something that's immediate. They don't have 24 gauge macro, micro, nano coils just sitting around just ready to be sold, and they just don't. They have it. They have the stuff that they need, but they do have wire. They sell wire, like I said, cotton, all your rebuildable needs, everything you need for vaping and hookah, and that's where I think we're gonna end it today.
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, let's vape them out of here, man.
Okay, let's do it.